for kids who aren't going to school to play sports, like, how do they stay motivated? Because like I feel like it's super easy just to party away and like, well, I mean, obviously right now it's pretty hard, but just in general, like how do you stay motivated to go to class, especially on Zoom? Like I have no idea. Like if I wasn't playing football, I would have skipped a couple of classes just because of the sheer fact that it's over the internet, you know?
Well, to even extend that even further, like not even college. Like you take college athletics. That's your 5% of kids that played high school sports. Like maybe. Now you drop that down. Even kids playing high school sports, kids playing youth sports, whose parents are like, "Hey, if your grades aren't at this level, you can't play," or if you have missing assignments, you can't play. You get into high school, and a lot of kids right now, it's the only reason they're showing up at all this whole fall semester is the promise that they're going to get sports in the spring. You take once that goes away, there's really nothing to hold them to. Like I know, like for our seniors last year, that's this spring semester killed them. It was one where they had their spring sports ripped out of their hands a week, the week they were starting, and said, you might get it back. Now you're staying locked up. No one really knows what's going on. And now we've taken away your one really social interaction where you're playing sports. So you have that taken away. I mean, that's one of my big motivations getting into sports and getting into coaching was looking back at my teammates in college, looking back at my teammates in high school, even looking back at my career. Not that I had a troubled past by any means, but I mean, both my parents were awesome, sitting there and would sit at the dining room table with me and would do homework with me every night. But it was one where looking back, I was like, for the kid that doesn't have that, for the kid that this is their only outlet to get away from things, I want to be that role model, be able to sit there and be like, hey, coach, I need help with this. Or how do I get recruited? How do I do this? Just one person that'll sit there and talk to them and not yell at them and not abuse them in any way, and kind of be that light for them to say, hey, this is what I want to strive to. Not that I expect any of my players in any sport that I coach to be like, oh, that's my role model there. But at the same time, it's one where if I can be that light, or I can be the person where they're like, you know what, I want to go to practice because he's there, or because I know it's going to be better because he's coaching. That's what it's all about. It's not about, I could care less if I ever win a ring or ever have a trophy or whatever. But if I get to that point, and like I have people coming back from slam, or I have kids coming back from basic like you, where it's like, hey, let's hang out. Like that's all I want.